Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot and Astrology. I think I'm supposed to be looking over here to make it look like I'm looking in the camera. Anyway, that feels weird. This is poetry time. It's not night. I've changed my hours. I'm actually up during the day like a regular human being. So, I wrote this poem kind of thinking about all of 2025 since we're at the end of the year. And I was thinking about what a weird year it was. And then for those of you that watch Gemma, she mentioned it's snowing outside. My God, it's snowing outside. Yesterday was 67 degrees, and today it's snowing. No problem. Anyway, Gemma mentioned something about us feeling like we were in a washing machine or something. And then last night I was watching Teal Swan, and she was talking about the upcoming energy of 2026, and she mentioned a washing machine. And I thought that's weird because about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I wrote a poem thinking about 2025, and it started out with a washing machine, and I thought, that's interesting. So I'm going to read it, and then it's kind of grim, but, so was 2025. And then afterwards, if my voice holds out, I want to read, I can't read these first because I'll be laughing, these funny things I found. I found a bunch of things in my filing cabinet. Anyway, so this is a paean, sarcastically, facetiously, she said, to 2025. It's called, if my voice will hold out, it's called Exactly Like This. If my life were a washing... Okay, let's try this again. I'm fine until I start doing this. I suppose I don't know, I'm shy. You'd never know it. If my life were a washing machine flying through the air over my head, and all of a sudden it exploded, and all the pieces of metal and the screws and bolts and whatever the hell else held it together fell on top of my head, and I was covered with water, but not clean water. Instead, the water that is left after all the dirt is agitated out of the clothing, and the rubble lay around my feet, blocking me from moving in any direction, then I would feel exactly like this. If my life were a huge pile of manure that I had to tunnel my way through to get to the other side, and I had poop stuck in my hair and up my nose, and every time I opened my mouth to breathe, it would fill with pieces of straw and dung, and I knew that the smell would linger on me for the rest of my life, then I would feel exactly like this. If my life were a car accident, with tires screeching and brakes squealing, and there were huge crashing and banging sounds everywhere, and I could feel parts of my body being bruised and split open, and there was blood in my mouth and gaps where my teeth had been, and I could hear sirens off in the distance, but I knew they were too late, then I would feel exactly like this. If my life were a huge torrent of water rushing over rocks and dirt, sweeping along everything in its path, even the flowers along the side that I love, and pebbles were tumbling and branches were snapping, and I could tell from the momentum that I was heading for a cliff, and nothing could stop me, no dam, no grace from God, and there was only gravity and inevitability, then I would feel exactly like this. If all the birds stopped singing and the wind hushed, and the stars and planets ground to a halt in their orbits, and the light began to dim, and I could hear the giant footsteps of something coming closer and closer, and I felt fear in the pit of my stomach, and my heart was breaking, and I knew nothing would ever be the same again, then I would feel exactly like this. That's by me, Laurie. Yeah, that's 2025. I was looking through stuff, and I found, I don't know where I got this. Probably someone sent it to me, but it's I don't know where to hold this. There we go. That's perfect. It's, I don't know how to do this. It's always crooked. It's a thing somebody printed off with typos from church newsletters. I don't know if they're real or not. I think they are, but they're really funny. But I'm just going to read a few of them because I want to look over here. I don't know. I need a camera thing. Anyway, so these are things from church newsletters, apparently. Don't let worry kill you. Let the church help. I knew I was going to laugh. For those of you who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery downstairs. God, here I go. I'm sorry. I've been hysterical for days and I don't know what's wrong. uh. Okay, stop it. This is stupid. I don't know if I can. What is wrong with me? I'm clearly on the edge here. Okay. Well, just talk amongst yourselves. I guess I can't do this. These are really funny. I want to say them. This being Easter Sunday, we will ask Mrs. Lewis to come forward and lay an egg on the altar. Okay, these are not that funny. This is just me. Okay, the service will close with little drops of water. One of the ladies will start quietly, and the rest of the congregation will join in. The ladies of the church have cast-off clothing of every kind. Oh, there's more. And they may be seen in the church basement Friday. Now my face is all red. A bean supper will be held on... Oh, for God's sake. No pun intended. I'm going to do this. I'm mad at myself. A bean supper will be held on Tuesday evening in the church hall. Music will follow. It's not that funny. I realize that. Oh my God. What can you do but laugh, right? At the evening service tonight, the sermon topic will be, "What is hell? Come early and listen to our choir practice." Just two more. Scouts are saving aluminum cans, bottles, and other items to be recycled. Proceeds will be used to cripple children. The associate minister unveiled the church's new tithing. I'm so sorry. Well, at least I'm enjoying myself. I don't know about you. The associate minister unveiled the church's new tithing campaign slogan last Sunday. I upped my pledge. Up yours. The end of 2025 can't come soon enough. In case you can't tell. Oh, my thing's all crooked. I have more funnies to share, but I think I better wait until I'm not hysterical. Anyway, thank you for listening and for tolerating my silliness. I hope everyone has a happy new year. I'm going to try to post possibly tonight or tomorrow night. I wanted to do a pleasant love reading, and now part of me wants to do like a really dark shadow reading. But hey, the brighter the light, the darker the shadow, right? Yes, so have a happy new year if I don't talk to you till then. Thanks for listening. Hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, and I will talk to you later. Thanks. Blessings. Good day.